Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, back and doing a best of one Streets of New Capenna draft. All right, rare wiretapping, hideaway 5. Whenever you draw your first card during each of your draw steps, draw a card. So chance of getting 9 or more cards in your hand is pretty much not happening, so you're never going to get the hideaway card, but you do get an extra draw step each turn, which is pretty good. Pugilist is a very strong card, just spits out devils. This card's really strong. I almost just want to take it over wiretapping. And they're both monocolor. I mean, this card is good. An extra draw step is good each turn. Like I said, though, you're probably never going to get that hideaway card. Getting 9 or more cards in your hand, I mean, even in constructed, is pretty tough. But let's take the Pugilist. Because the only time it even checks that trigger is at the beginning of your draw, after, your draw step when you get the extra card. That's too tough. This Pugilist is great, though. Very strong. All right, we could follow up with Magician. There's a Sleep with the Fishes in here, but Magician's pretty excellent. Lets you ramp, Orc gets you 2 bodies. Good with Casualty, good for fixing. Just all around good. Good against aggro, clutter up the board. Kind of does everything you want it to. Lets you get a turn 4 Pugilist. Definitely good. Widespread Thieving, tough to get going. It's tough to have enough multicolor cards in your deck to really justify this anyway. But yeah, I feel good about Magician. Sleep with the Fishes is in here, which is definitely playable. Getting the unblockable dude out of it. Backup Agent's good 2-drop. Glittermonger's playable. Same with Social Climber and Outlaw and Grifter. But Magician definitely seems like a solid pick. Okay. So we could take the Body Dropper. It's going to work really well. I mean, it's going to work really well with both of these cards. You get an extra body that you could sack, or you blitz this, or you're getting devils that you can sack. Solid card, but Inspiring Overseer, also amazing. Less color intensive, might be smarter. If I'm taking red-white, though, what's like the 3-color I'm playing at that point? Is that even really supported? I mean, Inspiring Overseer, I would say, is probably better than Body Dropper. You're getting an extra card, you're getting a flyer. Probably just take that then. Still could be in the Cabaret plan. That's true. Like, we could take Rakish Reveler here. There's Gathering Throng. It might be early enough. Maybe take that. Less color intensive than Reveler. Cheaper. Get some card advantage out of it. A 3-1 is usually nothing to scoff at. I haven't really gone for the Gathering Throng deck much. Rakish Reveler is good, though. You get 2 bodies out of it, and it's a fixer. Are there any other color combinations I can go with red-white besides Cabaret? Not sure. I'm going to take the Gathering Throng anyway. Just take it early and see if it pans out, because I haven't done it before. So Pummeler's playable. Hold for Ransom certainly playable, especially if you're playing a beat. I mean, this has got to be at its best in beatdown. Then at least it's a 2-drop. Lock out a blocker, an attacker, and it probably, maybe takes too long for them to get to 7 mana. So you don't really have to worry about that. Or we could take Botanical Plaza, still sticking to like Cabaret and get some fixing now. Sticky Fingers, probably a decent aggro card too. Goldhound, playable, not that exciting. I guess we'll take Hold for Ransom. So could take another one. Otherwise, Wrecking Crew. Ready to Rumble is some removal. There's a Scarab, which is a playable 2-drop. Could do another Hold for Ransom. Ready to Rumble blows up artifacts too, but it's expensive. I'm going to take the Hold for Ransom. Usually, I don't think it's actually that great, but it is actually sort of pseudo deals with shields too, which is not bad. I like this Rob the Archives. I think this card's good. especially with like Magician or Devil Token Maker. Racer's Ring, some more Cabaret fixing, but I think Rob the Archives is legit. There's also Prize Fight in here if I go Cabaret, but let's take Rob for now. Goldhound or Sticky Fingers. We could try Sticky Fingers. Nice thing is when it dies, you do get to draw a card. If I take the Goldhound, you get First Strike Menace. I mean, that's a good combination of abilities. I'll take it. Daring Escape, Combat Trick, Attended Socialite. Pretty good for Cabaret. So is Briefcase, actually. Ramp that gives you a body. I think I actually like the Briefcase more. Or Jetmir's Fixer. Also good. Treasure Maker. I'm going to take the Briefcase. I have a feeling we're probably Cabaret, and Briefcase is really good in that deck, I think. So a bunch of blue things. Probably take the Pinions because it generates a treasure and lets you fly. Jackhammer I don't really want. For the Family is probably at its best in this deck. So we'll take that. Could take the Broken Wings, which a lot of people say I should be main decking. Which might be true, but For the Family looks like it puts games away. 1 mana +4/+4 if you can get that going. It's pretty good. Most Wanted. Well, I haven't played it yet, but it does have Flash, I suppose. So it's a combat trick with more upside. Combat trick that's permanent. Evolving Door. Well, probably don't have enough multicolor to make that work. Citizen's Crowbar is a great card. Great way to deal with just artifacts and enchantments. And you get a citizen out of it to boot. Very nice. So we'll take that. Cabaret Courtyard in here for some fixing, but I'll take the Crowbar for now. I'm trying to establish what my main colors were. At first they were red-white, but I suppose they still can be. I feel like I don't play Cabaret often, but Crowbar is just super useful to have. And Pugilist I know is good. So we could take the Light 'em Up. I do think Light 'em Up is probably at its best in a deck where you have little dudes to throw at things. Like I'm happy to throw a citizen away to kill 2 things. Well, I guess it's Casualty 2 though, so you can't even do that. Could take the Fencer. This thing gets huge. Fencer has got to be at its best in this deck. There's also Socialite, which is at its best in this deck as well, and is a 2-drop. But I don't know exactly what our main colors are. I mean, this thing gets huge. So maybe we just take the thing that gets huge. It is a 4-drop. 4-drops tend to gunk up the board a little bit, but it also is awesome with Pugilist. Spit out more creatures that make it even bigger. Well, could be our time. Just take the Gathering Throng, get the second one, try it out. Try out the Gathering Throng strategy, see what we think. Plasma Jockey here too, but... So another hole for Ransom. I like Voice of the Vermin a lot. It's also a citizen, which is nice. I think I'm on board with that. It's got shield counter, attacks well. It's just good. Take it over another hole for Ransom. And Jetmir's Fixer. All right. Maybe we're base green-white, and then I can splash. I mean, you can always blitz Pugilist. Rob the Archives is probably okay on the splash. Magician, all 3 of our red cards, to be honest, aren't amazing on the splash, but we've got some decent stuff here. Prize Fight is only okay. A Little Chat is great in blue. There's Wrecking Crew, which is decent body. It's got reach as well. Could see it maybe being better than the Pummeler. A mana cheaper, and you get reach out of it. And it's just a 4/5. This comes in with a shield counter, though, which is definitely good. We don't have the best bodies for prize fight. I feel like I think Wrecking Crew is probably slightly better, but I'm going to take the Pummeler just because I feel like we're more likely to be more like base green. So Forest Plains, this fix for. Otherwise, there's Dapper Shieldmate, Kill Shot, which I feel like is better if you have a late game plan. We seem more like we want to be a beatdown deck, which might be a decent argument for the Shieldmate here. It's not a Citizen, though. 8 creatures currently. I'll take the... let me try out the Shieldmate. I think the fact that it's got the... I never play Skycrier, and I kind of want to. Strong Arm is good, too, though. Get the +1/+1 counters, and it has Blitz. But this is a Citizen, so I think it makes sense. And I've been kind of impressed with it. Can never have enough 2-drops. Cabaretti Initiate. Or we can take Racer's Ring. Probably take the Ring here. Otherwise, Broken Wings if I want to main deck it. But I'll take the Ring. Initiate. Certainly playable. Rooftop Nuisance I love, but it's also a Citizen. Too bad we don't have any actual Citizen bonuses right now. Big Score versus Antagonize. I mean, maybe if we're playing Beatdown, Antagonize could be good. +4 damage. Big Score. Some filtering. Jackhammer, kind of expensive. Buyer Silence, I guess, is a catch-all, but... Second to last... All right, blue is open. I should definitely be in blue. If you're getting second to last pick little chats. Last pick playables. Interceptor's good. Could just take the Cabaretti Charm. I mean, this is good when you've got just a boatload of... I mean, it makes citizens. It buffs your team. It's a strong card. Bouncer's Beatdown is too. It's also another Gathering Throng. We have the 2. Maybe we wheel this one. I don't think we wheel Bouncer's Beatdown, but I like the versatility of this more. Soul is good. If I had a way to splash easily, I would want that. But Jewel Thief is also amazing, so probably just take the Jewel Thief. 3 mana, 3/3 Vig Trample, make a treasure. Fencer, another one would be great, but so a backup agent, because Citizen as well. Soul of Emancipation is very strong, though. You blow up your permanents and turn them into basically 7 mana, blow up your 3 creatures, and you can win the game with them. Since we don't have any actual rares, I could see taking that. I think I will. Another Skycrier, or we could take the Decoy. We don't have any actual Citizen bonuses, so I could see taking the Crier. Or the Decoy, because this doubles as a removal spell with Blitz. But the flying is huge, and so is the lifelink. You know, like I said, I never really play the Crier. It flies. I think that's useful enough where we just take it. So, Broker's Hideout, Forest Plains Island, that's what we need to fix for Soul. Soul's got to be probably at this point the best card in our deck. Luxurious Libation is good too. You get a body. Do we have enough 2-drops? Is there a way to just cut red? But then Cabaretti Charm's like a dead card. Basically, I've just abandoned that for Soul of Emancipation. I don't know if that's a great idea. Just the idea of blowing up dudes, though, to get 3/3 White Angels is pretty appealing. You could take the Adjudicator here, or get another Hideout. Adjudicator is actually just legit, though. Not only is it fix, but it's a 4/4 body that turns off an attacker blocker for a turn. I mean, that's just good. All right, another Voice of the Vermin. This card is definitely good. Some Plaza, some fixing. Technically, we can play this for white, blue, blue, but blue is definitely our splash color. Warm Welcome can help us dig up Soul of Emancipation, give us something to sack to it. Could do that, or Botanical Plaza to get some more fixing. I think we'll take fixing. We're pretty close to a deck. Storefront, Plains Island, that makes sense. Might have to actually, not sure if we're, all right, we got the Gathering Throng back. Broker's Charm's great too, though. And it blows up enchantments and draws cards. I might actually take the Broker's Charm, because I think we have enough creatures, right? Well, I guess we're a little light. Take the Charm. This counts as a creature too, though, right? All right, Lagrella on color, so definitely taking that. This also counts as a creature. Technically, we have a deck. It's a very useful charm. Removal for creatures, enchantments, and card advantage. You get a lot of that. All right, I'll take the Sawjack. Also a citizen. Too bad it doesn't make a difference for our deck. All right, well, this was kind of a sloppily done draft, admittedly. Started Cabaretti, basically opted into Broker because of Soul of Emancipation, which I think is actually strong enough to just win the game. You just blow up your 3 citizens and make some, you just make 3 Flying Angels, and you get a 5/7 on the board for 7 mana. I mean, you get a lot for that. We only have to make 1 cut. Currently, I have 15 creatures, so it can be a non-creature, although we have more creatures than that because we have the Crowbar and sort of Briefcase, so could cut 1 creature if I really wanted, which might be just like a, could be the Sawjack, could be an Initiate. I don't mind having the Initiate, though. Early blocker. Pinion's good in here, too, because we don't have many flyers and plenty of things I want to fly over top with. Could cut Most Wanted, actually. I guess that makes the most sense. Unless I really, maybe we try it out because it's a combat trick, sort of. I don't think it's a good card, but we have creatures to spare. It's also pretty awesome on a Crier. Crier into Most Wanted, get in for 3, and if they kill it, you just get treasures, ramp into your soul. Maybe we'll try it out. What's the weakest creature in the deck? Could be the Sawjack or the Initiate. Initiate's not that great, but it's good against, I mean, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have that many cheap creatures, so I'm kind of okay cutting the Sawjack, I think. So blue spells, we have 1, 2, just 3, 4, not that many. We have 3, 4, 5 ways to fix for blue, plus the Adjudicator, 6, plus Briefcase, Pinion. Yeah, I think we hopefully have enough ways to cast blue spells in here. And then 6, 7, 8, 9 white, and 5, 6, 7, 7 green. All right, like I said, pretty sloppily made deck, but we'll see what we can do with it. I don't play Broker very often, but we got a little bit of the Gathering Throng synergy. We've got some pretty good beaters here, so we'll see what we can do with it. Yeah, Voice of the Vermin's awesome with Skycrier too. Skycrier actually looks pretty good in here. All right, we'll run it like this. We'll see you round 1. All right, this is a keep, and we have all 3 colors, so that's cool. We can do blue. Maybe it's better to get green since blue's our splash color, so we'll do Plaza into Crowbar into Throng. So can attack with the guess we want to play the Adjudicator next turn. So why don't we just attack with the 2/2. Get our blue mana. Play the Throng and pass. Broker's Charm. So that's cool. So you can do the Adjudicator, turn off the Shieldmate, and I think we'll smash with everything. So we have our own Dapper Shieldmate. I think I'm just going to cast this for now and pass. Maybe I should have moved the crowbar over. All right, can hold for ransom that too. Why don't we hold for ransom the Croc? We'll charm. And we'll get in for 11. So they can get rid of hold for ransom. We get to draw a card. They're at 3, so they're at a tough spot. Now they only have 2 blockers, which is less good. So I can put the crowbar on the Shieldmate. I can attack with Shieldmate plus Adjudicator plus the Citizen. Attack with all three. Alright, so they're gonna eat our dude. We kind of lose everything here. So probably eat the brawler. Croc's a big deal too, but they're just gaining a billion life otherwise, so. All right, we'll see you for the next one. All right, we'll keep this one. We need some more lands, but we have all three colors technically with the Adjudicator. Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see. So I think we can attack here. And if they connive, we'll kill their grifter. Then we'll pass. Actually, decent opportunity to do the Throng here. I think that's fine, actually. We get another Throng, so I can at least cast that. And what I kind of like about this is we already have Pinions. So, at the very least, I can fly over top if I don't draw land or play another Throng, as well as attack into things. So, that's fine. Got the land there, that's good. Still think we probably just do the Throng. Well, they lost 3 pretty good spells there, so that's cool. I was going to say, it's a pretty surprising attack. Land there would have been pretty good. I feel okay about doing the hold for ransom, though, so let's do that. And that allows us to get the Pinions going now, too, so we'll do that and get in for 5. Alright, got the land there, which is good. So, we don't have the blue, unfortunately, but we'll just get rid of this. And get in for 5 again. I can use the Adjudicator to cast itself at some point, though. Unfortunately, they had the Night Clubber, which is really good there. no play, so I'm thinking they have something here, but we'll still try and get in, do the adjudicator. Sure. Yeah, I'll put the token on top. We'll pass. Adjudicator, quite a bit worse when you're not actually taking advantage of the ability, but that's okay. Alright, so we'll do the pummeler here. So, I think as long as this pummeler doesn't die, which makes it a little bit more challenging because they're going to need another deal gone bad or something similar. I guess the red deal 3 damage thing would do too, but if they don't have those, then I get to equip, hold for ransom the infiltrator and get in for 7 flying trample, which presumably is lethal. It's at least lethal right now. So they decide to get another flyer, which is probably smart. Because then they can go Vandal Appraiser and get a 2/3. But we do have the Adjudicator as well, something to keep in mind. But you put it in your hands. They actually didn't draw the card. That's good to know. The Snooping Newsy. Unfortunately for us, the Newsy is a big deal because of the lifelink. But I mean, so we have 6 mana, which is just light enough at the tap land to not quite be good enough. Which makes this a little tricky. Trying to think. It only has trample now while it's got the shield counter. Tricky spot here. I can do the Adjudicator. Like I can give flying to... I can force them to block with Infiltrator. That might be the best. And then maybe set up with Adjudicator next turn. Okay. So we do Pinion on Pummeler. And then we do Crowbar on Pummeler. And then we ransom the Vandal. And we get in with the Pummeler. So they have to block here. They take some trample. Go to 4. We have the hideout. So, kind of hoping they don't have removal here. If they don't have removal, I think they're in a tough spot and they're going to die. All right, we'll see you for the next one. I guess we can keep this. It's a little bit slow. I think I'll turn it off. I mean, the nice thing is if they have another deal gone bad, I can save it. Love that Nightclubber. Such a good card. They got multiple deal gone bads in there. Voice of the Vermin's pretty slick. Attacks well on its own. Not super easy to deal with. Ooh, that was a good draw. Both of these are pretty vulnerable to their deal gone bads. Hopefully they don't have, and the whack. I mean, they just have, they have like the best removal spells for our shield guys. Hopefully they're out of them now that we have 3 in their graveyard. I feel like if I can untap them, at least like relatively safe from them, but... I can deal with that. I mean, it's good value, but we don't lose our dudes, so that's good. Silencer's a good one. So, I mean, I've got Broker's Charm. I've got some options here. Let's see. So, guess I'm going to be sacking my Voice of the Vermin. And I have to discard a card. Maybe I just draw. Yeah. I think I'm just going to draw. All right. So now we can at least get rid of... You can discard For the Family or Most Wanted. Wonder if it's actually For the Family. Guess that makes sense. Because then I can do Most Wanted at end of turn. And then I can attack for 8. Almost want to do Hold for Ransom. But I guess we do the Soul now. And I guess we blow up the Most Wanted. Could blow up the Pummeler too, but Pummeler's got trample and shield counter right now, so we'll just do the Most Wanted. Get our Angel. Maybe wanted to sandbag that in case they have discard, but it's alright. Well, they don't have any counters. That's good. Blitzing too. They get a tapped rogue creature? Well, that's cool. They're in kind of pretty huge trouble here now. Because we can... I think they put Silencer in front of the Soul of Emancipation. Because I'm thinking what their plan is, they want to kill our Angel. So I wonder if it's actually best to just turn off their flyer. I think it is. I think we go like this. And we get in with all these. Because they don't really have great blocks here. Plus they take... Yeah. They go to 4. They can't kill anything. Let me play the Voice. Butcher Knife Rogue. They're not dead to our Angel anymore because they're at 5. So that Obscura storefront was actually pretty valuable. So we can smash with everything here. They can't block the Angel, which means the voice is lethal anyway, so best play is to just turn that into a 4/4. Because we have the shield counter. So they can only bounce a spell, which is pretty largely irrelevant here. They don't really have great blocks. They don't have their Nightclubber anymore, right? I don't think they do. But I'll play them both anyway. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, we'll keep this. We technically don't have green mana, but we can do turn 2 Pinions, turn 3, maybe Fencer. Well, I guess it depends. Let's get our white mana for now. Might be smarter. Usually it's smarter to just play the Fencer as soon as you can. But not having the green mana makes it a little more tricky. But oh, I think I'll actually discard the Initiate here, despite it being something I want to buff my Fencer with. Well, now I'm going to do the Voice of the Vermin because I don't have green mana still, and I can play Fencer next turn without using treasure, so I think this makes more sense. All right. Do the Fencer. Giada's a good one. No green mana still, sadly. So we'll just equip the Fencer and attack for 3 in the air. See if they want to block with Giada. Not really what I wanted, but what are you going to do? I think we'll have to block the 2-2 because I'm too far behind on the race. So can't cast Ligrella, we'll just do this and pass. Don't even have the 5th mana, so I can't re-equip the Throng. Although they'd be able to double pump the Paragon anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Ligrella is actually pretty good here because I can exile my voice and presumably whatever their creature is. Even a Crowbar would be decent here. At least I could kill their Paragon. I suppose I'll just block. I don't really want to, but I'm too far behind to do anything, and I have no green mana. Hey, green, that's good. So, guess we'll just do Ligrella, and I'll eat my voice and the Paragon. Oh, that's too bad. I wonder if it's better to actually get rid of the fish. I feel like I have less ways to deal with an unblockable 2-2 than I do with the Paragon. Tough to say, though. And the nice thing is Ligrella dies, at least I get my voice back, and it's big. That's cool. They don't even want my Ligrella to die, huh? Alright, so they have 8 mana. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the good stuff here. If I had 2 green, it would be better. Even if I most wanted in response, I could still kill it. Now with the second green. That's pretty good. Wonder if I just do Most Wanted now. Well, I guess it's too late. Tough one. Real tough one here. Real tough one. Real tough one. All right, I'll do Most Wanted. We'll see if they use the parcel in response. Searching for land. All right. Well, I'll do this then. All right, see you for the next one. All right, this is a keep. We get to go Gathering Throng and a Fencer into another Gathering Throng. Oh, forgot. Well, we can get the green. That's nice. So Throng, Fencer, Voice. It's pretty good. That's nice that they missed. So we can buy the silence on that, but I think instead I'll just get in for 3 and then cast the Voice of the Vermin. Best use of mana. And I don't have to trade my Fencer with a Corpse Appraiser, which is nice. Sure. So play another Voice and get in for 4. They'll drop a dude. We'll So they want to get back. Huh. What do they want to get back? Light them up? I guess that makes sense. I mean, I can buy silence. Yeah, that might just make the most sense, actually. If we do this, they can't block. They can cast their dude. Get our blue mana. We'll do Lagrella, eat their first dude. And I think they actually just die. Because if their best play is 4/5 dude with Scry, then they're not going to live. Yeah. All right. See you for the next one. This hand's good. We can do a turn 3 shield mate off a briefcase, which isn't bad. It's a good beater, so. Decoy. That's a good one, too. Might be better served for Adjudicator, I'm not sure. I don't exactly have a good play next turn, though, so I wonder if I just want to play the shield mate. Yeah, it's probably fine. So we can trade 5 for 3, but I'd rather trade 4 for 0, I think. Sure. So the nice thing is I can block the decoy and still trade. It's a pretty good trade for us, I would say, overall. So we'll get in for 4 again. Can do the Adjudicator. I can still do Hold for Ransom for their next blocker here. I think it keeps the shield counter, though, so that's good. It's a tough one. It's got trample, so kind of pointless. So Let's see. I think we'll do hold for ransom. Not the best use of mana, but then at least I can like Adjudicator into Buyer Sounds if I can draw the land to support it. That's nice. Now they can at least... They didn't pay for the hold for ransom this turn, so that's good. Didn't get the land there, unfortunately, so... So Fencer makes the best use of mana, but I do need a land. Fencer also trades with the Gardener. So does Voice of the Vermin, and I won't lose the shield counter, though. Or I will lose the shield counter, but I won't lose the card. It might just be best to do Voice of the Vermin since I'm mana starved. And basically, I can double block a Civic Gardener if they don't draw land. And if they do draw land and re-equip to Virtuoso, I'm still kind of keeping the Gardener back. Unfortunately, that makes it a little trickier. Do just need a land, so that's good. Now we can do Adjudicator and turn off the Civic Gardener. And get in for a bunch. So they can't attack with the Gardener, which is nice. And we do have Buyer Sounds mana, which is also nice. Wow, stole that game. We'll see you for the next one. I'll keep this. So we'll go Crier into Throng. Most Wanted, good with the Crier here too. Guess we'll dump an island. I mean, I need lands in here, but I feel like everything else is better. If they tap out, I wonder if it's better to just pump my Skycrier. I don't see Grizzly Sigil too often. Alright, that was a good draw. So we'll go Throng here so we can block Scarab. And then we can play a Fencer into another Throng. So, I wonder if their third color is maybe red. Could be Maestros, could be Obscura. Looks like it's Maestros. We do have the hold for ransom for that, so that's nice. Plus we have the most wanted, which is presumably good here too if they're keeping the initiate back. It looks like they're not though. But I think we block here if they do attack because I can't really attack with the Throng into the court official anyway, so this gets rid of that threat. Plus, if they play the outlaw here, at least we have the hold for ransom, and then they're a couple lands away from being able to do anything with it, so that's good. If we draw a creature here and we can cast that plus most wanted, they're actually in kind of big trouble. I guess they could double block. That would be the wisest thing for them to do. It would still lose both their dudes, I guess, but I guess the best play is just this. Plus ransom the outlaw and get him for 5. They don't have the red mana again, so that's good. Ooh, Midnight Assassin. That's a good one. Gilded Pinions. It's a tough one. So we're doing this to get him for 4. I wonder if I wanted to just... It might have been smart to just most wanted there, actually. Just do the extra damage. I think it would have changed the clock, too. They would have been at 6 here. They would have been forced to block. Now they don't have to. I mean, it's not like I have a better thing to cast with most wanted anyway. Maybe I attack with the Fencer now. That sort of makes sense. They can block with the Assassin on it, but then they have to deal with my Flyer. So I guess we do that. I'm cool with that too. So we'll play that. We can crack the Plaza. Maybe they, well, I was going to say maybe they try to, that's possible. Maybe they try and kill the Voice of the Vermin. I guess in response we'll do this. That way we don't discard anything. And then I can still crack the Plaza too, which is good. I think we'll do that. Oh, nice one. Don't have the lands for it, but... Guess I should have done that one first. Pump the Fencer. Kind of irrelevant though, so doesn't really matter. Then end of their turn we can use the Skycrier, which is nice. Feel like we benefit more. I mean, they're dead if they play Outlaw. They can't do anything about that. Okay, so they're gonna deal 3 damage to each thing, huh? Well, guess we draw. Oh, and our Fencer doesn't die because of the tokens. That's funny. All right, we'll see for the next one. It's a good keep. So we'll get to do this for the blue mana. Technically you don't have the green yet, but it's okay. That's cool. We have all 3 colors, so we'll do the Gilded Pinions into the Throng, and then we get a turn 4 Adjudicator. It's pretty good. Oh, it's actually the first errant sighting I've seen. Good with the casualty. So Broker's Charm also good. Overseer's a good draw, so I think we'll just attack with the Throng, and then best use of mana would be the Adjudicator, but I'd rather do I think the Overseer here. Just draw another card. This doesn't have flying either, right? No, okay. I mean, I don't know if I want to kill Errant Street Artist either. It's good with casualty, it lets you copy stuff, but this might be better served dealing with other things. Fencer, there's a good draw. So get in with the Overseer, play the Fencer, and pass. That way we can go like Briefcase Throng or Adjudicator, depending on what they jam here. I mean, copying the casualty stuff is cool, but it does still require you to have stuff to sack, which makes this a bit trickier for them, I think. There we go. So now I think we just do the Adjudicator. Can do the Lagrella too, which isn't bad, but I think Adjudicator looks good here actually. We lose our treasure, but there's a lot of damage I got to deal with. So we get him for 6. I don't really have a good block here. We can still do Briefcase plus Lagrella as well. They're still a mana away from their Seraph. We have Hold for Ransom. They lost the Larcenist. Maybe they have Kill Shot or something, I'm not sure, but guess I'm feeling this. Let's do this. Like I said, I think we probably get Kill Shotted here, but I don't even really care. We'll do the Crowbar just because it's a bigger creature. They'll Kill Shot probably or Void Ren. That's not a big deal. So we get him for 6. I'm pretty surprised how well Hold for Ransom's been playing. Because now they can play their huge dude, but we can just kill it with Broker's Charm if we want. I think they're... I see. Well, this isn't a big deal either. We just sack our 2/2. I lose 4, and I'll discard a briefcase, I guess. Could discard the Throng. But Throng's a better beater, so I guess it makes sense to do this. This just... We're a little bit mana starved, so I could see the briefcase being smart, but this is fine. We have the Broker's Charm as well. Yeah, I think we just... I mean, we can look Rella here too, actually. No, but this one coming back is more brutal, I think. So I guess we do Charm and just kill the Mangler. Then we can equip the Overseer because it has flying. Get him for 8, and then they can play that thing and gain 3, but we just Lagrella it and they're done. There's really no reason this deck should be doing as good as it is, so it's cool. We'll see you for the next one. There's a keep, so we can get like a turn 3 shield mate, maybe attack for 4 flying on turn 4. Not bad. That was a better draw, I think. Get the lifelink going. That way we don't have to cash out the treasure either. So we can like play our 6 drops or whatever we need to do. Oh, no land. Well, that's cool. Alright, we'll do the shield mate. They got a grip full of spells. 6 spells in hand. Pretty good. So, it's a decent choice here. I think I will just trade a shield counter for the backup agent because I have the Gilded Pinions to fly. Yeah. This doesn't really matter because, like I said, I've got the pinions, so not really a big deal. So I think we'll do Plaza and then Pinions here and attack for 5 flying. So we can cash out the Plaza next turn. It's a good draw. So we still have the lands to do voice plus storefront and for the family, so we'll just smash here. All right, so we'll trade. Drop the voice. Drop the storefront. And get another blue. Pass. So now voice can pump the Skycrier and we can start refilling our hand, maybe drawing some cards here at the end of their turn. If they attack, I feel like I'm still just willing to trade my shield counter for a Gathering Throng. I mean, it's just a good trade. And there's a lot of removal that just bounces or hold for ransom. There's just things that stop shield counters in those colors that I'm kind of okay with this. So, with 7 lands, I can do land. Guess I can equip pinions on voice. Attack with voice for 4. Sure. Trade again. We go initiate. Pass turn. Into their turn, we're going to draw. Or I guess we're both going to draw, but hopefully it's more beneficial for us. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So now I think I can get in for 6 flying. They can smash back for 7, but hopefully we're far enough on the race here. I smashed for 6. I mean, it's kind of, I think we're actually technically ahead on the race, so I think we go for it. So we take 11 here, which means they will have lethal next turn, I think. tough one. So we can play another Crier. Still don't really want to draw until their turn, I don't think. Or the end of their turn, I should say. So they don't immediately benefit from the cards. We can get 2 cards as well. I don't know if that's going to be enough based on this board state, but we'll see. All right. It's a tough one. End up getting 6 wins with this deck. Really had no earthly business doing so. I guess I could have drawn Broker's Charm and then killed the Mage's Attendant. So I should have drawn a response, but that's all right. I'll take the loss. This deck out way more wins than it had any earthly business getting. Let's do some pack 1 pick 1s. Easy Soul of Emancipation here. This card's amazing bomb. Body plus a bunch of other bodies that are evasive. Jenny Faye is a fun card. I could see it being... I mean, it's a really good card. I could see taking it over the Nightclubber. Yeah, I think that's right. Nightclubber's awesome too, but Jenny Faye has way more upside. With all the token makers. Alright, Hostile Takeover. Super strong card. Potentially one-sided board wipe, or at least save your biggest dude and kill all their dudes. Fight Rigging. Really good card. I like Hormel a lot too, but I'd take the Fight Rigging. It's a good... I mean, you can definitely get... Those hideaway cards where you can easily get the hideaway is just really nice. Professional Facebreaker. Still haven't gotten to play with this. Played against it once. It's a very strong card. And here, I'd probably take the Crowbar. All right. Yeah, I should have drawn. I had some outs. Let me see what all my outs were. So I had Broker's Charm. I could have drawn. I guess that's it, but whatever. I could have drawn Broker's Charm, so I had an out there to buy myself a turn. All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.